Hello, and welcome back to another Dokkan battle video. So it's an end of another week, and it means another discussion about a character. Now, I knew this was going to happen with a lot of the early 2024 characters, where some of them are just kind of not designed for what's going on right now, and they end up just looking really awful, like really quickly. Vegeta is one of these cases. One, he needs to get hit, where his base defense is not nearly as high as it was last year, so he can't really just handle the things that were coming out, like turn 1 nowadays. Then, of course, you have this little mini damage reduction that he has, which doesn't help him at all. We saw him get absolutely blown up. And then because he's getting blown up the second he gets touched, that means all of this is getting drastically hit every single time that he is touched by anything. And then, of course, his Super Saiyan form, well, we saw him do some moderately okay damage, right? 30 millions, but that was like with a lot of stacks, with Gogeta active, with other support. Like, it's just, it takes so much for him to reach the power level of average cards these days. So I just feel like a lot of the time he just doesn't end up really working. And so I'm going to go ahead and put Vegeta. Where is he? There he is. I think, is he dead? No, I think he's not dead. I think you can get away with him, especially in like festival battles, but like it's just not worth it anymore. So I'm gonna put him in the just straight up not very fun tier. I think Broly could actually move up now that we've seen him a bit. I think Broly can actually move up here. All right, I think that's fitting for Broly, where he's not quite in the dead tier anymore because of all the buffs that his team has gotten. You still have to kind of like hide him a lot, but I think it's a lot easier now, and you can actually kind of get away with him, use his domain, make Tech Broly look kind of crazy. I think it's possible, and that makes AGL Broly look significantly better, but that's just my thoughts. Anyway, let's just go ahead, move on into the next week. I don't know who I'd want. I want a character who's actually like going to be usable, to be very honest with you. There's not a whole lot of those. A couple that I think are pretty good still are like Fat Boo, Glorio, right? Beast, right? These are characters that we can actively utilize a lot of the time. So hopefully we get to use one of them and try to make things work. But yeah, you never know. Things could get wacky. Goku, Gohan, and Trunks. Okay. I mean, hey, we talked about them a little bit during Vegeta's week. They are an interesting case where, I mean, we do have a new Movie Heroes team, right? So we do have a brand new team that we can use him on, that we can get this up with. It'd be interesting to see how they look next to Golden Frieza. I'd be interested in see how this goes, because they don't really have any other conditions besides this. And if we're running a movie hero based team, this should be a pretty okay. Yeah, I mean, why not, right? Let's go ahead, jump in game and see how they look. Alright, so we're back in game, and we're going into the Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, like, part 1 fight. I think that this unit can be, like, legitimately kind of interesting in here. Purely because this fight is one of the fights that has, like, attack debuffing as, like, a very prevalent option. So I think we can get some, like, good footage out of them. Now, we do have a movie hero character on rotation, so they are giving Broly extra defense. I'd be interested to see how things go here. I think it's possible we could just get smoked. Very possible. Right? But it's something we can test, something that we can try. Broly is probably going to have to dodge or counter the attack here. That's just how Broly works when he doesn't get hit. And every single time this boss attacks, it is after you attack. So I'm going to really hope Broly does his counter. Yeah, thank you, Broly. Okay, so we can see how this goes. Again, I'm very interested. very, very interested to see how these guys handle things. I would wager it's not going to be that crazy. 11 million is fine. It's like moderately mediocre damage, but at least it's over 10 million. Alright, they're going to put a couple debuffs on them. How many super attacks did they get again? Let me just double check this. 2 50% chance super, so they could get a couple here. Remember that they do have a battle motion in both their forms, right? And then this form and in the Super Saiyan Goku form, they do have battle motions. I really like the Super Saiyan Goku one, so it can be pretty cool. Okay, remember they have damage reduction against super attacks, so let's see how much they take this for. Post super attack with a little bit of attack debuff on it. Oh, okay, so they just die. Oh. That is a lot worse than I thought. Okay, you know? Sure, you know, yeah. No. We can make this work. We can make this work. Trust me. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, I don't really like this rotation. Pretty much at all, actually. We want the debuffs going with Frieza. Okay. As long as AGL Vegeta lives, I think we'll be okay. Right? Frieza, I don't care about his damage pretty much all. I do kind of want to see how they look with Gogeta's, like, active skill support up. Because, like, and I'm not talking AGL Gogeta, I'm talking Tech Gogeta. Right? Because remember, he gives a ton of defense every single time they collect the Key Sphere. Plus, there's also that, like, synergy where if we're in the standby with Goku, Gohan, and Trunks, then we can get 23 Ki with Gogeta twice. Which I think could be really cool to see how much damage that can actually... Oh. Okay, well. I don't think we're gonna live. I don't think so. Well, if my Gogeta dodges... Okay. Because, again, theoretically, if he does dodge in slot 3, because I think these guys will be fine post-super attack, right? You know, they're massive 77% damage reduction. I think they should be completely okay. AGL Gogeta, probably not. Actually, almost assuredly no. He's only here because I wanted to potentially use his active, right? I guess it's probably like a bad thing in this way. I might switch him out for like Tech Gohan. Tech Gohan is like fine in here. And how much did these guys take this for? Would have loved if their additional at the end was a super, but it's fine. Yeah, double digits. Okay, so as long as AGL Gogeta doesn't die, I think we're okay. Just gonna be able to get some interesting mechanics. Oh, okay. Failing the 70% is not good. Not good at all. That's a lot of extra defense that we're missing out on. Just don't die, please. No hidden potential system. Okay. Dodge? No. I think he's dead. I think he's just straight up dead. Yeah. I'll switch him out for probably Tech Gohan. Tech Gohan, I know, is fine in here. Or even... No. I'm trying to think of like other characters that we can potentially use for movie heroes. Remember, you need super class characters for this to work. And there's not really a whole lot of really solid options for that. Right, there's not a crazy amount of good here. We can actually... Yeah, let's just bring Tech Gohan. Tech Gohan, Rainbow Orb changes, we can get more orbs. He has a decent enough defense where I think he'll be okay. Right, let's just give it one more shot. See what we can do. Oh, okay. Golden Frieza's all over the place. Interesting. Okay. I don't hate this. I really don't. Because we can get quite the interesting showing. I am more than okay with this. Using Golden Frieza here is completely fine. Because on turn 3, when Goku, Gohan, and Trunks show up, we can use Gogeta's active. That could be really good, like, potentially. And we just have to live next turn, which I think there's also a high possibility that we're going to be below 77% HP. Because I think Gohan, he takes about like 300k from the super attack. After he does a volley of supers. Right, he can look quite good. Would I prefer if they had the 2-turn 77% defensive support up? Yes, I would. That would be that'd be really good. But we're not gonna have that. But it's fine. It's fine. Frieza's gonna do pretty good damage too. Maybe I should have held back a little bit with Golden Frieza, because then we would get a little bit more attack debuffs out. I think it's okay. I think it's fine. Because this is going to attack debuff at least, like, what? We're going to put 5? Unless AGL Golden Frieza hits a Hidden Potential System additional super attack? Nah, it's a normal. Okay, that's fine. My Frieza could get another super attack in from Hidden Potential System. I do have a little bit in there. Mainly it's dodge, though. 55. Okay, thank you, Golden Frieza. Let me be honest, I really like Golden Frieza. I think he's legitimately incredibly good. Very fun. He's a very wacky character, where he is very good in his own right. He can look really bad, though, like, often. So you kind of have to, like, really play by ear, make it look better than it is. So, like, it's very, very finicky on how things actually go. Alright, I'm gonna leave it exactly like this. I'd like some more ki for Gohan. Okay, Nike, that's completely fine. Gohan should be more than okay. I don't think he'll die. Broly probably still needs to do his counter, but I think he'll be okay. At least I would really hope he is. Come on, Broly. Counter. Counter. Don't fail me, Broly. Thank you. Thank you, Broly. I'm also a fan of Broly. I like Tech Broly a lot. I don't think he's that crazy. Right, I don't think he'd ever make a top 10. And if he was, he'd be like number 10. But for what he does do, I kind of like him a lot. I think there's a lot of really, really good stuff there for him. Like, especially in Festival, oh my god. There's like the whole Festival strategy where it's basically just Broly. He looks so ridiculous. He's like over like 170 million before you even get to like the hard portions of the fight. It's like this Broly just does craziness if things go well with him. It's just that if things aren't going very well and it's like a short fight, he kind of just looks very mediocre a lot of the time. But he can look really damn good, like very quickly, and I like that a lot about him. One of my favorite things about Broly is that he can do that. The variance is annoying, but his highs are very high. Like, infinite ceiling character is so fun. Like, I wish that like we get a lot more longer content in like the new Red Zone. I haven't done 2 of the stages, but I'm hoping that we start getting longer content from those stages, like the Khan Khalifa one and the Broly one that aren't existing yet. Those ones, I want those to be a little bit longer. I know the Cabo one is like moderately long, but nothing like ridiculous. Gohan, how much do you eat this for? You don't die, right? Yeah, he's fine. Okay. Alright, so now that we have them out again, we get to do this. Which, I mean, this should help them a lot. Just straight up. Will help them quite a bit. Alright, so this is what their base defense looks like. Alright, not crazy. Not very good. But Gogeta's gonna grab all these, heal us up to full, and then remember that he is giving them defensive support per those 23. What is it? 10% per Ki Sphere? Let me just know the exact amount that he's giving. Yeah, he's giving 10% defense per Ki Sphere. So he's gonna give them 230% defense. That is a lot. It's definitely quite a lot. So hopefully it's enough, plus the added a little bit of attack debuffs that we've given them, where they should at least live the super. Because there's nothing that we can do to hide them in here. That's why I think this fight is like decent to show them in. Because one, they can contribute with the attack debuff. If we were low on HP, they could go into their standby and they would be invincible. We would have the synergy with the 23 Ki Spheres collected. I do want to get that in one of these videos where I have them in their standby and then I use double Gogeta to get the full field of orbs twice. Because that's when things get kind of crazy. Because remember, you would be able to do that before with like Bulma, and that already made their damage kind of insane. But now that we can do that with Gogeta, it's kind of gonna be a bit better. Just a little bit. Just a little bit better. Oh, that's right. Gogeta also gives 50% defense on super attack. So they're getting an additional 280% defense. So hopefully They look pretty good. That is my hope. My dream. Attack stats aren't the craziest, but they were never really known for their attack stats. They were always kind of here for like the big wall, and then sometimes they would still kind of get smoked. If they hit all their oh, okay, so that's a miss. Hit one of them at least. Okay, that's minus defense and minus attack debuffs. Please at least live this. Like if you take a bunch of damage, I'm fine with that. Just live. Just live, please. Hey, they did. They did. That's the power of Gogeta. 300k. Remember, the difference between what they took then and what they took the first time around is ridiculous. They took what? 250 before? They got absolutely cold-blooded one-shot, and this time all they took was 300k. That's a lot better. Golden Frieza is completely fine here. He's not taking nothing. Yeah. Angel Golden Frieza is ridiculous. Alright. And now we can do even more shenanigans. Where our full tech rotation is going to look pretty good. 16 keys, decent. LR gods are going to come out. We might as well pop that. There's no reason not to. No reason not to pop Broly's. We're not going to see Broly again in this fight, pretty much at all. Remember that this entire rotation is getting buffed by Goku, Gohan, and Trunks, right? They are giving the full 77% to this entire rotation. Which everyone is looking pretty crazy. Let's see. 7 key? Yeah, that's good enough for me. Or they're not going to get hit by the super attack anyway, it doesn't matter. And then Broly should hopefully also counter at the end, and then this should probably be it. Because Gogeta with, what we got him, 16 key, right? He not only is he 100% dodge chance, but he's also giving everybody a bunch of extra defense, so it should be over. Do I think that they're usable on this team? I would wager no, right? I would still probably favor another character over them, right? Whether that be STR Broly, the new one, or I don't know. Because who else do we even get? Like, for a movie boss, a movie hero. Because it has to be a super class character. Pycon. I think Pycon's probably a better option, right? Mainly because of the Ghost Usher shenanigans that you can do with Pycon, and he is supporting. So while these guys are doing support effects, it's not like the most impactful thing because of how strong every character on this team is anyway. Like, there's also Path to Power Kid Goku. I'd say they probably function in a similar light to him, right? Both can get kind of blown up if they get hit by a super attack. Both can look pretty decent. Path to Power Kid Goku does do more damage than him, right? But hey, at the bare minimum, we can, like, get a pretty good showing potentially out of the standby with double Gogeta active. We just need to have a fight where we can save Frieza in the first turn. Because that's all we really need, and then they're completely fine. Hey, Broly, how you looking back there, buddy? 14? Nah. Right, he still needs to get hit kind of a lot before he's able to really do some damage. I've also been having really good luck with Broly additionals recently. Like, I was doing a Festival Battles run with him, and I don't know, was it Festival, or was it just one of the... Oh, no, what it was the... I was doing the Union Battle. I don't think it's hard enough for me to do videos on, so I just didn't. But I had a turn where Broly was doing like 5 super attacks, like every single turn. It was absolutely kind of ridiculous. He didn't get them here, but... Okay, get the counter? Oh, no counter either, Broly? Oh, man. That's sad. The counter would have just killed. Actually, is this standby? It is! Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's just get this in the video. It's the first day of the week. Might as well. Yeah, might as well get that in here. How do we want to go about this? 8 key? Yeah, that's pretty good. Vegeta with 6 keys should be able to kill, I would assume. And then another 9 key. Okay. Because remember, they do technically get a lot of defense from physical keys here specifically. Right? That's what it is, right? They give all the support from physical, which we didn't really have pretty much any of. So this, they're probably gonna die. Oh, no, he didn't. He lived that. Okay. Huh. Oh, yeah, there's also that Int Vegeta. Right, Int Vegeta will probably actually be a lot better than that. Because he has dodge, he stacks defense, but... I mean, hey, they did pretty okay. I'm not gonna hate on them for that. I'm like more than okay with what they look like here. Alright. And we gotta see their standby battle motion, which is pretty good. Yeah, Goku gets a bunch of defense. Or he gives a bunch of defense with physical key. Right? Yeah. But we didn't get any. It's fine. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about them in the comments down below. I think this week is going to be fun. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.